Hold up, money call it right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is me, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the ground. Let's go. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make bad to get around right now. Hey, I'm two turned up, turned down right now. Two don't make bad to get around right now.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoil little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Baltimore Ravens. This one away, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Dak going to start out going to the air. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now Prescott on fourth down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
On second down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball was headed and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And this one quickly to Lamb. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And slow going there as you'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
A first down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Prescott now. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On first down, Drake. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are. Stay with who you know. And go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. over. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man. 2nd time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finishes it off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's how you get fired up, baby. That's how you get fired up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Prescott to throw it. Dancing to his left. Open man is Noah Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a
ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now it's Jackson. Right side, there's Likely with it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 13 yards out. And the Ravens have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here is going to look to throw.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar. 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handling.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Able to find Gallup, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Dak. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now
as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now Dak. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, Prescott. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Prescott. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't missing me. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You cloud chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 101 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2 on 2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them going, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I
in the Benz, cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy. I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Okay, give some credit to the team covering the kick, but boy, what was he thinking? Stay in the end zone, take the knee, and help out your offense. Instead, you put your team in a really precarious position.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Burrow down around his goal line. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. McCaffrey is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Christian McCaffrey taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Burrow. They'll roll him out right. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. From 21 yards away. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. They find some open field here. Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, 74 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. It's a kickoff return score on a squib kick. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double. He's got a man, complete, touchdown. Jamar Chase, 75 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. McPherson on for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And how about that return inside the 20-yard line?
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Purdy bootlegging it. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Purdy buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy sets up to throw again. Flushed out right. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
So photogenic, all I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, gang, gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go get up. Wake up.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the San Francisco 49ers. It's North versus South in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him. What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he is going to have the Niners 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Finding McCaffrey on the slant. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Garoppolo again. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the 1st quarter before we spilled into the 2nd, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. It's caught, and it's 8-0. So they get in for the opening drive, score, and they go for 2. They kept the kicker lonesome over there. They said, we don't need you this time.
Kickers? Who needs kickers for PATs?
Nice now.
We want them for field goals.
There you go.
Not for PATs. They went for 2 and got it. It's a new tone setter for this team.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st down, it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. To the air again, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good gain on first, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score.
Here we go. 21.
On first down, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took incompletions. Herbert now. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them and they force a fourth down.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Being chased out left. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on first down now. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Pressure comes and down he goes. Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one. In motion left comes Williams. Herbert just beat the play clock. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what? He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, 32 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Garoppolo on 1st down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. So an important drive for them there. They're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Oren Burks. And the 49ers are going to get the football.
I'm downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses, and you know I'll be on top of like Velcro, Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, pick up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, go and bring your downstairs. Let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Girl, you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like,
hey, how you doing? I ain't too bad.
Ha 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 ha. Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. It's sympathy I lack. I care about one thing. Where the at? Anyway, gotta pay a little more. If we late to the jet, gotta jet cause the boat leave at 8. And we got some fur on that fur deck in the orchestra. Gon' play it. For every album project. put so much into tonight, and you just don't care. Now stop playing games, gun, bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go.